What's up, guys? Today we are going to do some cocktails that came out of what are known as the dark ages of bartending. Bartending breaks down into three eras. You've got the golden age of bartending, which was pre-prohibition. That's when Jerry Thomas was king, and you had fresh ingredients, and there was a lot of creativity running through the bartending scene. Bartenders were really highly paid and very well respected. And then you have what are called the dark ages of bartending, and people kind of disagree about when this is. I would say that it's just anywhere after prohibition. So from prohibition till about the early 2000s or so, it's just a long time. But this is the age when fresh ingredients gave way to sour mixes, things made with high fructose corn syrup. As time went on, the products got a little bit more neon and a little bit less fresh. And then of course we have that like modern cocktail renaissance or whatever that brings us to present day. In that time though, there were some really great cocktail recipes and we're gonna focus on them. But just FYI, the cocktails that we're doing in this video are gonna be more modern reconstructions of those dark age cocktails, not their most original form. Today's episode is sponsored by Geology, and I cannot tell you how important it is to have a skincare routine, especially if you're a guy. Embarrassingly, I'm actually of that generation of guys that really didn't take care of my skin very well when I was in my early 20s. I would watch my sister and girlfriends, slather their skin with all of these balms and creams, and I never really saw the point. But then as I started to get older and I started to show my age, a little light bulb went off in my head. I realized that it's not just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, it's actually really important to take care of your skin. So I am proud to say and happy to say that today I have a skincare routine thanks to Geology. Geology is a 22-time award-winning skin and hair and body care company recognized in Men's Health, Hypebeast, Birdie, Esquire, Ask Men, and Oprah Daily Grooming Awards. Their products are built around just a handful of powerful, proven ingredients and have been trusted by dermatologists for decades. So whatever you guys need, Geology has you covered. From their affordable skin revitalizing serum to their brand new body care line of body wash and deodorant, all you gotta do is take a 30-second quiz. Right now, if you use my code BARFLY70, they will give you 70% off their award-winning skincare trial set. On top of that, they're gonna give you a bonus offer of up to 30% off one of the skin, hair, and body add-on products when you add it to your trial. This is just one of the best offers you are going to see on the internet. That's Geology, Geologie. The lemon drop was created by Norman J. Hobday at his bar Henry Africa in San Francisco sometime in the 1970s. And although this drink was created in the 70s, it became a staple of the 80s and 90s club scene, and it persists to present day. 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. I'm gonna do a fat 1/4 ounce, but you can go up to 1/2 ounce of simple syrup here, and 1.5 ounces of vodka. Before we shake this cocktail, we're gonna have to rim it with some sugar. So I'm just taking the ends of a lemon here, rubbing it along the rim. I like to do about 1/4 of the glass. We're just going to roll it here. And I like to do this with castor sugar because it's just a much nicer presentation than you would with bigger grain sugar, I guess. Let's get some ice up in here. Give it a shake. It's like an alcoholic lemon candy with a little twist of orange. That's all I have to say about it. That's all you need to know about it. There it is, guys, the lemon drop. Although there are a few stories about where the Long Island iced tea was created, the most credible is that it was first created by a guy named Robert Rosebud Butt while he was working in the bar at the Oak Beach Inn in Long Island in the 1970s. Apparently, the drink was made for a contest that Butt entered. 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, 1/2 ounce of Cointreau, or any orange liqueur really, 1/2 ounce of vodka, 1/2 ounce of gin, 1/2 ounce of white rum, and last but certainly not least, 1/2 ounce of tequila blanco. Add our ice into the tin. There are two ways that you can do this. You can shake the cocktail and layer the Coke on top and have a nice little gradient cocktail if you want, and then mix it in, or you can put the Coke in first so that it mixes properly with the cocktail. Give it a nice shake. We just strain our cocktail like so, add some ice in, open up our Coke, and then just little topper of Coke. And cut a little lemon wheel, stick it on our cocktail, you'll sip. And it tastes like a boozy sour with a hint of Coke. Not the most complex and balanced cocktail, but guess what? Pretty gosh darn good. There it is, guys, the Long Island iced tea. Nobody knows when or who invented the Midori Sour, but Midori itself was launched in 1978. And after being a fixture in the bar scene in the 1980s and 90s, its popularity fell away as more serious cocktails emerged. That happened to a lot of products, actually. Luckily, modern cocktail culture came back to Midori, and we find it in some pretty amazing cocktails again. This Midori Sour is a reconstruction from New York City bartender John DeBerry, who has a new book out, Saved by the Bellini. He did not sponsor this video, but I'm sure the book is pretty great, so go get it, yeah? 1 full ounce of lime juice, 2 ounces of Midori. We're gonna crack our egg and separate the white. 30-second or so dry shake. We're gonna do a big rock of ice, and we're gonna do a little cheater cube for dilution. And then we're just going to strain dehydrated lime wheels here. All right. You would think that 1 ounce of lime and then just a liqueur to balance it out would not be a very balanced cocktail, but it really is. You get the tartness of the lime. Of course, then it's all Midori. Lime and Midori go really well together. You get that nice melon flavor, but then on top of it all, the Midori has enough sugar to balance the lime, and then you're smoothing everything else out with egg white, giving it a frothy and milkshake style texture. It is phenomenally good. It is not too sweet, which is really great. And it's technically in the daisy category because there's no simple syrup in here. So there it is, the 3-ingredient Midori Sour. The Pina Colada is technically a mid-century drink dating back to 1954, but it was very popular in the 70s and 80s, and so I've included it in the video. It was created by Ramon Monchito Marrero at the Carib Hilton in San Juan, Puerto Rico. 1/4 ounce of lime juice, 1/2 ounce of cream of coconut, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of 100 proof Jamaican rum, 1 ounce of Puerto Rican rum. I'm gonna add in our ice here. And then we're just gonna add our cocktail into our glass, and then we're gonna add our pineapple fronds. Let's give it a taste. Nice and boozy. Oh, I like it. I like it with the 100 proof Jamaican rum. It's really good. Yes, sir. And nice specs. This thing kind of gave it like a little bit of a grainy texture, which made it really thick and hard to get up the straw. But otherwise, I don't know if I need to describe to you guys what a pina colada tastes like. It is pineapple, coconut, and booze. It's really nice with those Jamaican rum flavors. You get a little bit of that funk in there. And I like it with the 100 proof Jamaican rum because it's really prevalent in the cocktail. It just blends in so well. So there it is, guys. The pina colada. There are many claims to the creation of the Cosmo. One claim is that a Miami bartender named Cheryl Cook came up with the idea in 1989 while working at a bar called The Strand on South Beach. And then there's another claim that Dale DeGroff says that while he didn't create the drink, he learned of its existence, thought it needed a little retooling, retooled the recipe, but can't remember what year he did that. And then there's Toby Cecchini, who is credited with creating the drink, or at least retooling it at the Odeon in New York City in 1988, and it was done to help celebrate the release of Absolute Citron. Whoever created it, it was a common drink order, as it's fairly obvious that the recipe was traveling around, but it didn't become a household name until it was featured on the hit show Sex and the City. 1 ounce of cranberry juice, but this is not just regular cranberry juice. This is 100% cranberry juice mixed 50-50 with simple syrup because cranberry juice is really bitter. But cranberry cocktail, which this cocktail was originally created with most probably, has all sorts of like apple juice and grape juice in it. It's not really cranberry juice, so I just sweetened it so we can have that 100% cranberry juice, but not have it be too bitter. 3/4 ounce of Cointreau and 1.5 ounces of our Absolute Citron. Give it a shake. And strain into our glass. Let's give this a little lemon twist. Not so great for so good, it's so nicely balanced, and what's really great about it is that you get the oranginess of the Cointreau, you get the lime bringing in that acid, balancing everything out. Citron vodka brightens it up a little bit, and then the cranberry juice retains a little bit of its bitterness, but the sugar in it is balancing the Cointreau, so you have a more balanced cocktail. Maybe balanced on the sweet side a little bit, but still very good. So there it is, guys, the Cosmo. All right, guys, 5 dark age cocktails rejuvenated for the modern palate. Go out, make those drinks, enjoy them, and I'll see you on another time. And before you go, Marius, Dylan, and myself have been putting blood, sweat, and tears into our website, so go check it out, theeducatedbarfly.com. All of the recipes go there. I keep on getting a lot of requests from you guys to like put a recipe screen in so you can screenshot them. Well, guess what? Every single one of these recipes is on the website, including bottle reviews, product reviews. We've got more stuff coming to our store pretty soon, so go check it out, and I will see you later.